Hey everybody, welcome to episode 3 of The Revolution with Rangers and me, of course, James from the Football Manager WizKids. Now, I must apologise for last episode cutting out the first half of the 3-0 defeat to Celtic. That was, of course, by genuine mistake. Didn't actually realise at the time, but you missed not a great deal other than 3 goals and the game was pretty much over at half time. So, yeah, not a lot to show you there, but I do apologise for that. That's not good enough, that shouldn't be happening, and I assure you it will not happen again. So in this episode we're going to do a live combat. We're going to first have a look at the team stats and see who's standing out, see who's doing well and see who isn't. Goals wise, Alfredo Morelos, as you'd expect, 13 and 17. That's including Europa League qualifiers that we of course went out. That's including the Cup as well and the League. Kyle Lafferty's sort of stepped up a little bit. He's got 5 and 16 in total now. Dapo Mabudi has got 3. Oliver Burke, who's got 2, and 2 also for Scott Arfield, and 1 apiece for another 5 players. Assist wise, Oliver Burke, who has just got Young Player of the Month in the league, he's got 6. Tavernier, the right back, who's probably our best player, or certainly our key player, the captain as well, he's also got 6. Middleton has got 3, 2 apiece for Morelos, Brewster and Lafferty. So a few youngsters to focus on that we could maybe sort of bring the save around are players such as Jack Thompson. I'm going to look to sort of use him a little bit more. He has played a game for us. He's got good mental stats, and we're going to hopefully blood a lot of these youngsters and hopefully eventually make them first team players. Another one we're looking at is Matthew Shields. He's got 14 dribbling and 14 finishing. He has also got 13 pace. He looks decent. He's Irish, young 18-year-old, and will potentially look to send him out on loan and maybe see if he can get some more experience. But he has played a game for us, or came off the bench for us in 1 game. Robbie McCrory, another one. This is the reason I sold Wes Foderingham, because I didn't need an £8,000 wage back up to Alan McGregor. So Robbie McCrory is somebody that I think potentially could be the first choice goalkeeper. We'll wait and see how that develops. But for now, Alan McGregor is keeping us doing well in the goals just now. Stephen Kelly, not really highly rated on the game. His stats aren't very good, but I believe Steven Gerrard has high hopes of him in the first team, or certainly potential of first team football with Rangers. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes in real life, but I can't see me using much of him in this save. Dapo Mabudi, of course, you've already seen. I've got real high hopes for him. This is the guy that I'm going to sort of pin my hopes on in terms of first team long-term striker, young Nigerian. He has got 3 goals in his appearances in total this season for us, and I'm sure you've seen other first ones in the first team, such as Ross McCrory. He's also going to be a big part, ball winning midfielder, or he's more of a centre back, but I'm training him to be a centre midfielder, a ball winning midfielder. His attributes are excellent for this level. And a few others in there, such as Glenn Middleton and Manor Solomon, the new signing, of course. He hasn't done a great deal so far. He has only started twice and made 9 appearances in total though. So since that 3-0 defeat by Celtic, we did go on to play Dundee in the league at Ibrox, and we won 2-0 at home. Goals coming from Morelos and Lafferty in that game, in a game we largely dominated. In fact, we really did control the full game there. There was no real trouble at all and no doubt about the result in this one. We then played Dundee again, but this time away from home in the League Cup second round. We won 1-0. We did get a late sending off for John Flanagan, and Kyle Lafferty was the one that got the goal. This was a much tighter affair, but Dundee failed to capitalise and didn't get many of the shots on target, whereas we got 12 out of 16 on target, but only managed 1 goal in a heavily rotated side. Flanagan coming in, Thompson, Brewster, Solomon coming off the bench, Grezeda, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's the recent signing for Rangers in real life, and he'd just come back from injury. Mabudi and McCrory also coming off the bench in that game. 3 wins on the bounce, and it was a league game against St Johnstone where we won 3-1. Goals from Oliver Burke and a double from El Buffalo, they call him, Alfredo Morelos, who I really do believe could do a job in many teams on this game. Again, a lot of shots on goal, possession in our favour, only 7 on target, but 3-1 enough to win the game. It was 1-1 at half time, but 2 quick-fire goals within 5 minutes and 11 minutes after the half-time interval put us 3-1 ahead, and the game was never really in doubt from there. Cup football next. You could say it was a distraction as we are focusing on the league mainly. Of course, we are also out of the Europa League, and we're now out of the League Cup in the quarter-final stage. A 1-0 defeat against Motherwell. I have to say, we were very, very poor in this game, and we did play a full-strength 11. A lot of bookings in this game, and really, guys, I can't complain about this. They did beat us. But I tell you what, Goldson's been doing okay, but I've been getting fed up with the central defender, Katic. He's one that I think looks good in the game, but he hasn't really done much. So this called for me to bring in a different centre-back in the next game. So a fourth win in the last 5 games, and it was a 2-0 win away to Livingston. A half-time sending off for Steve Lawless gave us that extra advantage, and we did already were 2-0 up before that sending off. Burke again and Morelos with a penalty, and this time we brought in the old dog, 38-year-old, I believe, Gareth McAuley, to partner Goldson to shore up the defence, and he did keep a clean sheet. So we will be going with McAuley at centre half with Goldson in the next match against Hart. And as you can see, guys, there are our results this season, or the majority of them, certainly the last few years. You can see 4 wins in the last 5 since we got that defeat against Celtic. Hearts next up at home in the league. It's a big game already. So as you can see, guys, there's the table. After 7 games, we're currently sitting 4th. The 3 teams above us, Aberdeen, Celtic and Hearts, do have a game in hand. As you can see, Aberdeen leading the way, 6-6 already. That's quite impressive. Leading the goal scoring stats is Alfredo Morelos. I'd expect him to be up there come the end of the season. And Motherwell's Curtis Main. Scott McKenna leading the way for the average rating. He's rated at 8 million, and he's a player I would definitely look to take on board in this save. He looks really, really good. Assist wise, Diego Vela of Aberdeen, Christopher Ayer of Celtic with 5 and 4 respectively, and player of the match, Dal Horgan and Rory McKenzie with 3 apiece for Hibs and Kilmarnock. Clean sheets, the Hearts goalkeeper and myself, Alan McGregor, doing well there with 3 apiece. Also, we're looking to stop the rot. As you can see, Celtic won 7 in a row, so hopefully we can be the team to topple them. If not, hopefully, and it would be good to see another team topple Celtic and really burst it wide open in the Scottish football scene. Hearts take a surprising 2-0 defeat at home to St Johnstone. Former Celtic player Tony Watt and Matt Kennedy with the goals in the first half there. That pushes us up to 3rd in the league, 11 games, and of course, as you can see at the top, Aberdeen and Celtic are about to play each other. Aberdeen could pull 6 points clear of Celtic after only 7 games. That is massive. 3rd in the league for us, so far so good. We get a chance to pull away from Hearts, and they also get a chance to pull away from us in this next game. It's pretty big at Ibrox. So as you can see, guys, a 2-1 win for Aberdeen over St Mirren. That pulls them 6 points clear at the top. It looked like Celtic were going to play Aberdeen, but that's not the case. 6 points clear of Celtic after 7 games, although Celtic do have a game in hand over Aberdeen. So here we are, guys, match day, and we are favourites against Hearts in this Premiership match. So we've been tinkering with this home formation. I call it a home formation. It's the formation, I believe, where we are strongest opposition. I've got also another tactic, which is like away from home. If I feel we're not the favourites and we're going to struggle, and that's what we're going with against, like, for example, Aberdeen away or Celtic away, we'd go with that. But here's the formation I believe we go with when we're in control, looking to win, and yeah. So what we're going to do today, we're going to go with this. We're going to have to change Tavernier for a start because he's out, which is a shame because he's a very, very key player. We'll bring in John Flanagan. So yeah, this is the lineup we're going to go with. Barisic, or McGregor in goals, of course. Barisic at left back, Goldson, McAuley and Flanagan at right back. We're just going to change him to a full back on support. On the left, we're going to go with Arfield. In the middle, we're going to give McCrory a game. Now, he's one I'm really looking to be a mainstay in the middle at some point. Maybe not just yet, but this is a big game for him and a big chance in this match to stake a claim for a regular spot. He's going to go in the middle, and I've got him training as a ball-in midfielder. He usually plays as centre back or as an anchor in behind the position he's in just now. But I'm going to train him to play there, and that's what I'm currently doing. And hopefully he can become a good player, especially with those attributes. He's got the potential. Next time we're going to go with McTominay and Oliver Burke, who's been a real key player recently. He is on the right. Morelos and Lafferty up top as usual on the bench. Katic, Ejaria, who's back from injury, Ryan Jack, Middleton, Solomon, Griseda, sorry if I'm butchering his name, guys, and Dapo Mabudi. Hearts lining up with a or a 5 if you like at the back, with wing backs 3 and 2. So Lamal, Berra, Dunn, Suter, a good player. I'd like to take him off of them. Suter, a really good player. Smith, Mitchell, he's on loan from Man United. Lee, Doom, Smallwood, McLean and Naismith. That's a dangerous front line. Little and large. Naismith, of course, well known to Rangers, good player. So we're just going to go into the tactics. As we can see that Hearts are playing 3 at the back, so I want to overlap on the right, overlap on the left, hit early crosses, and we're going to look to exploit the wide play. Hopefully get in behind, leave their wing backs exploited, and hopefully we can get in behind them and cause a few problems. 3 at the back, it's a formation you don't see that often anymore. Hopefully we can look to get on top of that, but this is a big game. Hopefully we can go on. I've told them we should be looking to win this comfortably. I don't believe that's the case, but hopefully we can get a win here. It's a big match. So we kick off. Burke. Later on, guys, in the episodes as we go on, I'm going to get the league table up on the right hand side. For just now, it's very early days and we don't really need it up, but I will get it up at some point soon. Doom, Smallwood, Doom, McLean, and put out from Barisic. One shot apiece here after 3 minutes. Chris Berra picking up an early yellow card. Not a great deal happening early doors. 11 minutes in. Barisic, Lafferty, McCrory, Lafferty puts it in. Oh, and it's Morelos. That was a strange play there. It looked to be pinball. As you can see, Lafferty on the left hand side puts it in. It hits the post from his own man. The goalkeeper, he just about gets there, but he reflects it back to Morelos, and Morelos, the goal machine, he is not missing from there. Lee, Smith, Naismith wide. That's a free kick to the Rangers. 17 minutes in, guys, going according to plan. Not a great deal changed this far. Jimmy Dunn picks up a yellow. Arfield, McCrory out wide to Barisic. He's very, very advanced. McTominay, Flanagan, McTominay. That's a poor ball. Smith, Smallwood, Doom, and Goldson collects it. Plays a poor ball out, but McTominay picks it up, and that's a free kick. It looks like the Hearts. A red card. What on earth has happened there? A red card to Morelos. I don't have a clue what has happened there. Do not have a clue. I don't even think I've got replays on like red cards, but which I'm going to change because I'll definitely need to see like red cards and stuff like that, so I need replays. But yeah, straight red for Morelos, which is not only key for this game, but it's key for the future games. It's going to be suspended. We're going to bring Burke back onto the right, not so far advanced, and Lafferty up top on his own. That just came out of nowhere. He does have a temper, Morelos. He's got that in real life. That reflects in the game. Straight red, Barisic. And it's 2-0 just after we go down to 10 men. A corner from Barisic. Put in. Lafferty, surrounded by about 4 or 5 Hearts men, scores against his former club, and that puts us 2-0 to the good. Flanagan, Lafferty, doing a lot of running. Berra. I still can't believe that red card, but we are in control as it stands. Lafferty's in! Oh, and I thought Lafferty was going to score again there. Good save. Barisic with a corner. Burke, McCrory, Arfield, McCrory, Arfield, and McLean's got it. McTominay picks it up. I really don't need to change anything at the minute, guys. It's going according to plan, other than that us being reduced to 10 men, but we're coping so far. Barisic, Lafferty should be in the box there. McCrory, McTominay, Arfield. We're playing quite well. Barisic in particular with an assist. He seems to be playing quite well. 35 minutes in, 2-0 up. Hearts causing us very, very little. 2 of their 3 centre defenders on a yellow card. And if we can get to half time, I might change a few things just to sort of calm down, just sort of ease off and look to keep the ball and control the game, and hopefully keep that score 2-0. So we're going to bring McCrory back into his natural position, or one of his natural positions. We're going to put McTominay just in front, just for that extra defensive cover, and that is it, really, guys. That's all I need to do. I'm going to go to from positive to balanced, back to the team talk, and basically as you were. That is all we're looking for. Same again. 2-0. Things are good. We're playing well. And Lafferty stepped up when Morelos has been sent off. I still can't believe that, but I do have just the goals on action replays. But I tell you what, if you can get the red cards and yellow cards, etc. on replays, I'm going to get that on too, because I would like to see them after missing out on that. I want to actually see what that red card was. Barisic, Arfield, Barisic, Burke, Barisic again, Arfield, Barisic, Arfield, goes for a shot and it comes to nothing. We're going to make a change. We're going to bring on Griseda for Arfield. We've got to get him some match fitness, but we're just going to, I know he plays on the right usually, but we're going to play him on the left at the minute. I'll tell you what, no we're not. We're going to swatch him for Burke. I'm going to take Burke off. We're going to bring on Glenn Middleton on the left hand side too. So double change. That's Arfield, Burke off, Griseda and Middleton, two-way players on. Just going to tell the team to calm down. We don't need to do anything different. We're absolutely in control of this game. 64% possession, that's massive. 13 shots, 7 on target. Hearts, not a shot on target as yet, but when you're a man disadvantaged, they're still in the game. And just a poor bit of play there from Hearts, but they have offered absolutely nothing. Comfortable at the back for Goldson and Macaulay. Macaulay with a 7.5. Remember, guys, he's 38 years old, coming to Scotland for a season. Smallwood, Lee, Smallwood, Doom, Smith, Naismith, Lee, Smallwood, Doom, just playing it. Short triangles here, short passes. Griseda lose possession. He plays to Lafferty and Lafferty goes for a long shot and it's coming to nothing. Just late on, give some more experience to Dapo Mabude. Kyle Lafferty's coming off. Done quite well, got us a goal. A key goal, put us 2-0 up and made it a little bit more comfortable. 12 minutes to go here. A big 3 points. And Mitchell with a free kick straight into McGregor's hands. To be honest, guys, he has not had a lot to do with McGregor. It's been a very comfortable, even with 10 men. And I'm pleased with this, very pleased with this 3 points on the board. 3 minutes to add on to the 90. And that just about wraps up, guys. That's full time and a big, well, surely full time. And there is the final whistle. I believe that's a 5th in the last 6 win for us. 2-0 against Hearts. Morelos and Lafferty, with Morelos also getting sent off. A very comfortable win, and one I'm delighted with. I'll tell the team that indeed. Good win, boys. Well done. And guys, 8 games gone, we've got 16 points, 5 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. We are 5 points behind the leaders Aberdeen, 2 points behind Celtic. Of course, they have a game in hand each. But nevertheless, a good win. It pulls us 2 points clear of 4th place Hibs and 3 points clear of 5th place Hearts. Gary McAllister, my assistant manager, advised me that Morelos was dismissed for a bad tackle and the referee's decision was probably justified. If my assistant manager says that, the trustworthy Gary McAllister, then it looks like we won't be appealing that. But we got away with it this time. Hopefully Lafferty can take his form into the next match away to Hamilton. So as you can see, guys, that is indeed 5 wins in the last 6, 4 clean sheets, 2-0 back-to-back victories. So Gareth Macaulay, the old head, keeping 2 clean sheets in a row. Next up we play Hamilton away, big game against Neil Lennon's Hibs away. Then it's Kilmarnock at home, St Mirren away. And the next live com we'll bring you guys is the 3 o'clock Sunday kickoff, it says, which is bizarre, you don't see many of them. It's at home to Motherwell. That will be the next live com. They're currently sitting in 10th, and hopefully we've got a few more things to update you on, and we'll possibly talk about bringing in players and who will look to sell and move on in the January window. But for now, guys, that is episode of 3 with Rangers, the revolution wrapped up. Hope you're enjoying it, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. If you like what you're seeing, give it a like. If not, give me some constructive feedback. Don't forget to follow us on the social media platforms, of course, on here on YouTube, if you choose to, at the F1 WizKids on Twitter, where we've got about 4,500 followers on there, and the Football Manager WizKids on Facebook. We've got 16,500 people on that page, all interacting on a daily basis with the new Football Manager. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Take care, and I will speak very, very soon.